Final Cut. I am the Movie Man, and before we get started, I just want to say I hope all the people that got caught in the path of the beast winter storm of 2011, that you stayed safe, you stayed warm, and most of all, you didn't throw your back out from all that shoveling. But hey, you can make one hell of a snowman in your front yard now, I bet. Now, on to Mega Week with 85% more Asylum. Yes, when I started this idea of Mega Week theme, I didn't think I'd be running into that many Asylum pictures. But guess what? Yes, I ran into that many Asylum pictures, and I've got another one today from Asylum Pictures. Yes, Megafault. Yes, this time starring Eric LaSalle and Brittany Murphy. Now, the story is there's this huge megafault that got caused by, there was an explosion, okay? A huge explosion because Eric LaSalle's character plays an explosive specialist, and he's trying to level mountains to do mining, okay? Well, during that explosion, a mega fault is discovered, a secret fault no one knew about that actually cuts across America. And, well, this mega fault starts cutting across first its way to D.C. Of course, it takes out a national monument because this is a disaster film, and if you've got national monuments, disasters will always target them first. Bar none, guaranteed, you will see the landmark die in any disaster films, okay? So, you know, safety tip number one, if you ever want to survive a disaster film, stay as far away from the landmarks as possible that are famous, okay? Now, so then the fault decides to go the other way and cut across the U.S. It wants to reach the San Andreas, join its friends, cause massive earthquakes, tsunamis, rain, tornadoes, destruction, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria, okay? And Brittany Murphy plays a seismologist who tries to figure out how to stop this mega fault from cutting across the U.S. and basically creating another divide between the South and the North. Okay, and Eric LaSalle's character is along for the ride. Folks, out of the Asylum pictures I've seen, which I've ended up seeing more than I care to admit, this one was decent. It was a good hour-long story. Unfortunately, it goes for an hour and a half. Yes, you can tell the writers came up with this great idea. There was actually some decent directing, decent plot, and decent for Asylum Pictures, but still decent, viable, and for the first hour. And then the last half hour, it falls completely apart. They go through the roof with ideas so convoluted, you're going, oh dear Lord, are you kidding me? It could have been an hour-long special instead of sci-fi, making it 90 minutes long. Too long. Okay, folks, it's 30 minutes too long. Now, I will say, Eric LaSalle and Brittany Murphy helped carry the film. Their scenes, they're actually acting. These folks know, they've got to know they're in an Asylum picture, but they're not acting like they know they're in an Asylum picture. Similar to Robert Picardo, who, though they didn't add quite as much humor as Robert did, but they definitely try their best to make the most of the parts that have been given to them, and they do it very well. They actually make you feel for the characters. Now, most of the movie features only these two characters, and I can see why, because no one else in the movie can act their way out of a paper bag, okay? But Brittany Murphy and Eric LaSalle are worth it for the first hour of the film. The last half hour, I mean, even in the scenes they are in that last half hour with the plot going so different, so convoluted, but they make the best of it, and I give them total props for that. They each get a stub to this movie, giving this movie, Megafault, 2 stubs in the Movie Man's book. Yes, it was better than most of the Asylum pictures that are out there, but then again, I thought it ran too long, could have been done in an hour, and even been a better film than what it was, with the last half hour totally taking the film down like the Titanic, which Asylum Pictures has also made a Titanic film, but that's for another time. And that'll about do it for us here at the Final Cut. Till next time, my friends, keep that ticket stub.